Welcome to Roncalli High School in Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm Stefan Welch alongside Heather Lazan as Sarah Lazan attempts a kill there, and Roncalli going to earn the first point of the night. Heather, we're here in the Ascension St. Vincent Gymnasium and on Roncalli Media Network for a match between the Roncalli Royals and the Heritage Christian Eagles.
Sure thing. This is the last match this year of the conference battle between Roncalli and Heritage Christian. And we are also celebrating senior night, celebrating 6 wonderful volleyball ladies and then 2 fantastic managers that have been here for 4 years each. So this is a fun night for everybody involved.
Yep. It's going to be an awesome night. I think a lot of emotional seniors, 8 seniors on the Roncalli squad tonight. It's going to shape up to be a pretty epic season, I think, for them. And that ball goes long. So 2-0 is the score. If you're following along at home, 2-0 is the score. Logan Bell back to serve for the Royals. And that would be an ace.
Logan Bell coming into the match leading Roncalli in aces. She just has a killer serve. She's very good at the jump float, meaning as the ball goes across the net, it's going to drop at any second, and it's always hard for passers to control that.
And Heritage Christian struggles to handle that one, and Faith Birch takes a crack at it. That one dug on the other side, and a kill.
By Macy Ward for Heritage Christian.
Ward leading in kills this year so far for the Eagles.
And now she's back to serve like it happens so many times.
All the time. And she hits that one long, although it was close.
I was going to say, that's a good miss in my book. You make your defenders think on that one. You only miss it by about 6 inches. I'll take that serve.
Sarah Lazan back tonight during her senior address. I guess the notes that people read before. She said that she wants to go to school to be a PA.
Love that. Sarah's a very smart little lady.
Sorry, a kill for Heritage Christian, but that might have been because Sarah didn't serve very tough.
No, normally she does have a good serve, but that kind of was a free ball over the net, if I do say so myself.
Taken by Halter. Going to try for Murphy, the senior. That's Doug on the other side. And scrambling, gets a free ball over to Heritage Christian. Jones setting Birch in the middle with the tip. That one waffled. Somebody's a waffle maker over there. That is number 8, Elise Powells.
Yeah, you know, a miss hit still counts as a kill. Might not be the most relieving one, but counted as a kill in her book.
That's right. Halter takes that one. Perfect pass to Jones. Birch gets a lot of taping off the block. We're going to call that a kill for her, though.
Yeah, Birch came into the night with 93 kills on the season. She had a little hiccup in the middle where she wasn't playing a lot of games, so 93 with about 8 matches less than everyone else. She's kind of having a pretty good season.
Faith Birch will set as the Royals will run a 6-2, and that's a serving error. Floated it hard and out. Was looking at zone 1, I think.
I believe so. Been quite a few missed serves already for a 5-4 score to start out.
Number 5 for Heritage Christian checks in. That is going to be
Hannah Cook, the sophomore.
Eads denied on the outside. Gets that one over. Murphy puts it away.
Murphy had an open net there, and she just took advantage. One of her favorite spots is that deep 6 corner, and there's no one back there that can get the serve when she has no block in front of her. Nice.
Kara Ladarchik checks in. She's a senior. Says she wants to study physical therapy when she goes to college. And a little mistiming there. Perhaps a setting error, I would say.
Heritage Christian coming into the game, they only have 4 returning players from last year. They graduated a very large, very talented class. And so sometimes you got to think that it is late in the season, but it's still a timing thing. These girls they haven't been playing with each other for years and years like some other teams have.
That's right. That's going to bring number 6 back. Let me get this name here, sorry. Macy Ward. And Hill tries it out of the middle, off the block. Trying Ward on the outside. No, not Ward. Yes, Ward. Not a great approach on that one, and she whiffed that one a little bit. Check that, number 16 went in to serve. Number 16, and I am looking.
Caitlin Cook.
Caitlin Cook, thank you very much. Halter serves into zone 1, taken, little tight on the net. Good defense by the Royals. Birch able to scramble to get that one up, and
does that count as a kill for Halter? She doesn't have very many on the season being a libero.
I don't think that's a kill. I don't think that's a kill.
That's an ace, though.
She does get an ace. Those are her kills. 2 aces for the Royals so far. See if Halter can add to that. A 10-5 lead for the Royals. Little tip, Lazan. Eads hits it over. Is that in? Yes, ruled in. A kill for Eads. Why not swing on it?
A great cut shot on kind of a wacky ball. Those ones are hard to get a full approach on, but she just kind of picked a spot and rolled it exactly where she wanted it to go.
Sometimes the best ball to hit is one that's out of system.
Yes. Because if you're not ready, the other team probably isn't either.
That's right. And that's going to be for a hitting error on, that would be number 6, Ward. Halter back to serve again. And we're going to get a free ball from Heritage Christian here. Halter takes that. Trying Lazan on the slide. That ball is dug. We're going to get a free ball over. Another nice dig. Heritage Christian really scrambling. That's a dig for Halter. Another dig on the other side. Digs galore tonight here. And Eads hits that one long, a little off with her approach, it looked like.
Yeah, shout out to Caitlin Cook for Heritage Christian. She had a couple huge digs there in that rally. And the libero, number 7, Kendall Hickey, having a couple hustle plays.
Yeah.
Sometimes the hustle plays, they don't count in the scorebook, but they're a little bit more exciting than the digs themselves.
Hickey tried to put one into the campfire there. Halter wasn't having any of it, and Bell gets the kill on the outside. 5 kills for Roncalli so far. Scores 13-6. So 5 kills for Roncalli. That means that Heritage Christian's kind of shooting themselves in the foot right now.
Yeah, Roncalli definitely capitalizing on their errors right now.
Ward off the top of the block. Bell dug by Hickey.
Another good dig by Halter, and Bell goes for a big swing again. And Halter gets a great cover ball. And another cover ball. Faith took another big swing. She's going to go for it a second time.
Why not? That one dug by Heritage Christian, and Lazan
with the overpass kill to the deep corner. Again, Heritage Christian looking very scrappy to start off with, but Roncalli just able to capitalize on their errors, and they're able to stick it in the rally longer than Heritage Christian.
That's the difference right now. 14-6 during our first break. We'll take 30 seconds. We'll be right back. You're watching the Roncalli Media Network. School. I'm Stefan Welsh alongside Heather Lazan. And Heritage Christian hits that one long. 15-6 the lead now for the Royals. Got Jones back there serving for the Royals. She's the other setter in the 6-2. And that ball met at the net by the combination of Lazan and Birch.
Yep, that was a great ball just because they pressed. Both of them had both hands over the net and were able to create a big wall in front of Ward.
And that one goes off the side of the hand there for Jones and into the net. So 16-7 the lead now. That's going to bring number 3 for the Eagles back there, Katie McCloskey. Lazan with the tip on the slide option. That's going to be another kill for her. Having a pretty good senior night so far.
She is. She's been doing a good job at hitting different shots on the same balls. So she's gone line a couple times on that slide, and throwing in a tip's really going to keep the defense off balance.
And here goes Logan Bell back at the serving line. Nice jump float. That taken in deep zone 1 by one of the Eagles there. That ball rejected, not able to get back up there, so the Roncalli block really starting to dominate here. Elise Powell's back there in deep zone 1, and Hickey takes that one.
And Powell's just shorted that ball. It's kind of a tough one to find it, track it from behind your head. Got to be a very skilled player for that, but you know, you still got to see that go over the net.
For sure. And we're going to take another timeout here. Heritage Christian looking for something, down 19-7 in set number 1. We're going to take a 30-second break. You're watching Roncalli Volleyball on the Roncalli Media Network.
You're good at making big announcements. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
And we're back here in the Ascension St. Vincent Gymnasium. I'm Stefan Welsh alongside Heather Lazan. Roncalli, the Royals, up 19-7 in set number 1 on senior night. Hickey takes that one. Trying the right side with Ward. Just pushed over, really. And Lazan going to get the kill out of the middle. I think that's number 3 for her on the night so far.
Yeah, at least 3 or 4. I don't remember for sure.
Maybe 4, yeah.
But, again, she's just finding different spots, different shots to hit, which always keeps the defense on their toes.
Exactly. And here goes Bell again.
Bell very good at keeping her serve every match.
That ball rolled over by the middle. And Birch gets the kill off of the tool there. Pretty good contest there by number, what was that, number 11? Oh my gosh, I'm not seeing a number 11 for Heritage Christian. Winya. And that's going to be a double. On the Eagles. Pretty good roll here for Bell so far. Of course, I said that.
Right at the wrong time. She was on a good roll, though. About 7 serves in a row there, and she had quite a few her first rotation through. So
pretty good roll, and then I said something.
It happens
Classic.
to the best of us.
Ward, the junior, back to serve for the Eagles, and she pushes that one long, and that's not a momentum builder.
No, not at all. The Eagles need to find some momentum here. Just a big kill, a long rally where they win the point, something to give them a little momentum going into set 2.
And Carly Minitel is going to check in for the first time tonight. Hickey takes that one. A little close. That one just pushed over, and that one drops innocently. McCloskey, the senior, put that one over.
Yeah, with Lazan back there as the middle serving, you had people that aren't in their normal positions, but at this point in the season, I expect somebody to pick that ball up. That wasn't too difficult of a dump.
Wow.
And another error.
These serves are these servers for the Eagles are not helping themselves out. That's for sure.
Again, it's all about capitalizing on when you do get a big point against a team like this. You got to take advantage and try to go on runs.
Faith Birchback to serve for set point. And that ball rolled over, dug by Halter, pushed by Murphy. And that ball dug by Bell in the back row. Hill for the kill. And that's going to do it for set number 1. So here on senior night, Roncalli takes care of Heritage Christian 25-9 in set number 1. We'll be right back. We're going to take a 1-minute break. You're watching Roncalli Volleyball on the Roncalli Media Network.
Every day we go farther, try harder, and do things others think are impossible. But for people who are passionate about what they do, it's normal. At Ortho Indy, we make sure of it. As the largest sports medicine group in Indiana and the official orthopedic provider for the Pacers, our specialists work to treat your injury from diagnosis to recovery and get you back in the game, because you were built to perform. Ortho Indy Sports Medicine, helping you get normal back, whatever your normal looks like.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Welcome back to Roncalli High School. I'm Stefan Welsh alongside Heather Lazan. You're watching Roncalli Volleyball action here on senior night. The Royals taking care of business in set number 1, 25-9.
Yeah, the Royals came out. They got 10 kills to start the match, but 10 kills on 25 points. They're really capitalizing on Heritage Christian's errors right now. They really just need to calm down a little bit and bring some momentum to themselves and go on a run.
Right. I think that just those errors, if you can just cut those things in half perhaps, that would be a much closer set for sure. On the other side, Roncalli not making too many themselves. I mean, making Heritage Christian play the ball. Going to have to dig it. They're swinging pretty hard. They're not tipping, not pushing unless it's something that they're seeing that's open. So kudos to the Royals so far.
Yeah, they're definitely taking advantage of the free balls, and they're able to run a couple different offensive sets. Not making it too easy for the Eagles so far in the match, which is what you want to see in a conference match like this.
This is a conference match. The Royals only dropping one set in conference to, one match in conference to Brebeuf, and that would be the same with Heritage Christian so far, losing to Brebeuf as well. Coming into, this is before the weekend scores have been reported, coming into this matchup, Heritage Christian running at a 10-9 record, 58 sets total. They're unranked, 0-4 in conference play. Last year they got second in conference. They had a really good season last year. They had a few seniors, a handful of seniors that actually ended up going and playing volleyball in college, that including Raven Colvin, who is just tearing it up at Purdue right now.
Raven Colvin, and I think it was her first appearance I saw against Tennessee, hitting 900, and that's pretty phenomenal for anyone, let alone a Division I player in the Big Ten hitting 9 for 10 on kills.
Freshman.
No errors.
True freshman there.
True freshman there.
True freshman.
So Raven Colvin, if you're listening, shout out to you. We're watching.
Yeah, and pretty big hole to fill for this Eagles squad.
Yes.
But as it is, gotta keep going. Roncalli's going to be missing a pretty big hole themselves. They're going to have a pretty big hole in the back row next year when Emma Halter graduates. But it is her senior night, and she is going to serve first in set number 2. I think. Oh, no. They've changed the...
Looks like a little bit of a different lineup here.
Yep.
Lazan's in the back row for the first time we've seen this season.
Jones starts us off, and somebody check that ball. There's tape all over it.
Oh, got
Crawled
him.
over. Crawled over for the first point of set number 2. Jones again. Into zone 1. And Ward with the try on that one. Lazan with the pipe. And what are we going to get, a double call here? Yep. I think that's the second double called on the setters for...
I believe so. That one was more of an
Eagles.
out-of-system one. Those ones are always tough
Yeah.
because I feel like Most R1s are going to call a double if you're not a setter, even if it's not. Just minimal spin.
Oh, some off timing there. The middle wasn't quite ready for that one, or she thought that the set was going to be a little lower there. So McCloskey's got her work cut out for her tonight to get hooked back up with her hitters right now. Winya was whiffing on that one. That's an overpass, so see if the Royals get a kill, and they do. Logan Bell. Kill on the overpass.
Those were always my favorite balls as a hitter because talk about a momentum swing, and those are usually ones where you can go up and just pound it with no one in front.
100%. Jones taken by Hickey. McCloskey with a pretty good swing there by Winya.
Talk about doubles to non-setters.
A great swing for Winya, but not a kill, unfortunately, for her. That was nice. This will bring Ward back to serve for the Eagles. Bell keeps that one in the back row. Halter, this is going to be a free ball from Birch. Hickey to McCloskey to Winya. Dug by Lazan. Oh, almost. A touch by Lazan, not a dig by Lazan.
Give that kill to Winya, though. That was a good one out of the middle.
Yep.
I'm sure Sarah wants that back.
It was great. I think Hill is a little upset with herself not getting a touch on that. Hill with the tip. McCloskey to Lowry. Some heat dug by Hickey from Birch. And that ball goes long with the error by Valentine, her first action of the night here in set number 2.
Valentine, the senior as well, coming in with 16 kills on the year.
Minitel checks in the back row, and she gets her first action there in this set. And that ball creeped over by Winya. She's going to go serve in the back row.
Those ones are always tough to get because she looks like she's going for a kill. Everyone thinks she's going for a kill, and it just falls right in the middle of the floor.
Yep, she rolled it over for sure. Taken by Halter, Jones with the set, and Birch with the reach on that one. Gonna get a free ball. A little 1-2 action, that's fun to see. Gotta like that.
Love those ones. We call those ones tandems, and that's when you have two hitters going into the same spot but on a different height ball. And those ones are so hard to block for the other side of the court.
Lazan able to get up for a 2-ball kill, like that stuff. Taken by Minitel. Rejected is Lowry. And dug by Bell on the other side there. Lazan on the outside, dug by Lowry. Lowry's going to get another shot here. A touch for sure by Hill.
They give the dig to Liv Hill.
Seniors digging in the back row, middles. And that ball is out.
Oh, yeah, give Hill that dig. It's always fun when you're a middle and you finally get a dig.
And that's going to be a good senior night memory right there, I think. Olivia Hill with a one-fisted dig in the middle. She serves. Minitel takes that. McCloskey to Lowry. Dig there by Bell. Nice concentration. Great platform. A tip by Lazan, and that ball is going to fall. Schultz not able to pick that one up. I don't know. The ball was behind her most of the time. I don't know what was happening there.
Yeah, I think she just read it wrong. Sometimes you look up and you see into the light and you have no idea where the ball was, but she was there, so that was strange.
Minitel takes that one. Schultz better hack at it this time. Free ball from the Royals. Schultz, McCloskey, and they do their own tandem with Lowry getting the kill in the corner.
Yeah, well, it was a great swing by her back to that deep 6. I think we mentioned that in the first set for Murphy. It's a tough spot for any defender to cover, let alone when you have a middle and middle back.
Right.
But big shout out to Olivia Hill playing some defense back there, stacking up a couple digs.
Hannah Cook checks in for the Eagles, and so does Olivia Endress. She's going to go back to serve. 8-4 the lead for the Royals. Halter takes that one. That leads to a kill for Birch.
I believe
Is
it's
that right?
Burger on the slide.
Burger. Who's also getting her first action of the night. Eris Berger.
She is. Eris Berger getting a little bit of action all varsity season. And with a block there for her. Oh, yeah, mark it down for Berger and Murphy.
Noise, as they might say. That's good stuff. We'll see Birch here back. She's got a good serve, in particular because she's a lefty. Lefty float, you don't see that a whole lot. And that one goes long. You also don't see that a whole lot from her.
No, not at all. She's a very consistent player. Birch coming in, you know, we have a lot of really good players on the year, but Birch kind of flies under the radar. She was a 16U AAU All-American this year, so she is good in and of her own right.
Royals loaded with players like that on this squad for sure, as Cook sends that one over. And Lazan powers through the Eagles' defense, gets another kill herself. She's up to 7 or 8 now, I think.
She's having a good night tonight on senior night. That'll be a good memory later on for sure. Doesn't get the chance to play defense again, though.
Kirchhoff coming in. This will be her first action tonight. On senior night, if you're not a senior, you might not be prioritized. And that ball blocked by the combination of Berger and Hill, and a little frustration there for, who is that, the senior number 2, Schultz.
Yeah, the Eagles just need to keep swinging and sending over difficult balls to the Royals. It's not much you can do when all you're doing is sending free balls to a team like Roncalli.
Got to stay aggressive. And that's a free ball. Tough serves, though, right? Lead to things like that. Murphy, that ball dug. Little dump, that ball dug by Kirchhoff. Halter able to save it. Ward on the outside, and Kirchhoff shanks that one. So kill for Ward there. A closer set so far for the Eagles this time. 12-6. Hickey, the libero, back to serve.
Yeah, I'm sure they were told similar things that we said. They're minimizing their errors right now. As of right now, they've controlled the service errors, which are really easy ones to think about. For
sure, and Ward and Cook on the right side able to take care of the Berger try. Nice block for them. 12-7 lead for the Royals, down to 5. Halter takes that to Birch, and Murphy on the right side. She gets the kill right down the line.
Murphy's very comfortable on the right side. I know we don't see her play that much for the Royals, but I know from experience that she plays it in clubs. So this is a position that she knows the different shots that she has over here.
Halter, and that's going to be a kill there. Having a better night so far, a better set is Winya. That was a good set by Cook.
That was a good set. A little 6 action behind the head instead of in front of the setter.
It's good stuff. A little back one type of thing. Anyway, so the Eagles running a modified 6-2 here. They sub Cook out and bring McCloskey in. Woo! Murphy skied for that one. Nice dig by Hickey. Bell gonna try this one. Another dig on the other side by the Eagles. Ward tries it. Dug by Halter. We're gonna get a free ball here. See if the Royals can get back on some defense now. Ward met at the net. Valentine tries that one. Not quite there though.
No, but you got to have a little bit more confidence after that one if you're Heritage Christian. Those were some big-time digs for Hickey back there in the back row. So that's all they need to get started and get a little momentum going.
That's right. Hickey and Cook both had some really nice touches on that one. Jones back to serve. And perhaps a little bit of a spell that we put on Hickey just by saying something nice about her.
Ah, I know. have a little confidence after a good play. You might as well get a good pass too.
Yeah.
There we go. There she
That's
goes.
better. Ward on the right side. She gets the kill. Little miscommunication there, I think, on defense. Ward will go back to serve. That'll bring Lowry back in. Nice strong serve. You don't see too many people ace Emma Halter.
Sure thing. Heritage Christian's first ace of the match. That's just what they need. They need to put a little bit more pressure, and that can definitely start at the service line. That's something that you can control without the other team's hits or hitting percentage affecting you.
Here's Ward again. And she gets another ace. 15-10, 15-11 now, the lead for the Royals. That ball goes long for Ward. Pretty impressive couple of aces rattled off by Ward, though.
Sure thing. Ward came in leading the team in aces with 32 on the season, so I expect her to get a couple more at some point tonight.
Kirchhoff checks out. Ladarchik, the senior, comes back in. And Birch is out as well for the Royals, as it looks like pretty much everyone on the floor, with the exception of Monica Jones, is a senior right now for the Royals. Erica Eads in there as well. And she's going to hit that one into the net. Winya back to serve for the Eagles. Halter takes that one. Nice job by Jones to get to that ball.
Another tough serve by the Eagles.
Yep. Free ball. Lazan with the try. She's going to get another kill. Stacking up to be a pretty big senior night for Sarah Lazan. 17-12. Royals lead in set number 2. They took set number 1, 25-9. And Olivia Hill is going to get her shot back here. Minitel takes that to McCloskey. And that was definitely a carry there from Schultz, taking it from one zone to the other across her body.
Yeah, that was more of like a softball throw, catching the ball behind her head.
Yep.
I like the tip idea to get the setter out of play, but maybe keep it in front of you a little more next time.
Yeah, for sure. Nice powerful swing there by Lowry. Lazan jousts at the net there. She's going to get a chance, and is that a touch? Yes.
Oh, they do call a
touch.
touch.
Gets the touch.
It's another tool kill for her.
Off of Valentine, says R1. And taken by Hickey. That one pretty close. Lowry able to sneak it over there. Lazan going to push this one over. That's going to be a double.
Yeah, I don't know why she went for two hands with that. One of the things you're taught as you start to grow up in volleyball is you tip with one hand or push it over. If you're not a setter, it's rather you not try to set.
Yeah, for sure.
She's already gotten called that twice. We don't need any more of that, Sarah.
Endress on the other end for the Eagles coming in. This is her second time serving. That overpass there by Ladarchik. A lift called again on Schultz. And she's getting a little frustrated, doesn't understand what R1 wants from her. I think that's been a move that she's been pulling off all year likely, and has run into, which happens sometimes, you run into referees that see your game a little differently and have just that little different interpretation, right?
Oh, yeah, and it's something that I'm sure everyone knew from the beginning, like, you're kind of close on this, but you've been getting away with it. Her coach doesn't seem to think that she's doing it correctly. She's telling her to fix it, so it's something that I'm sure they'll work on after today.
Lowry with the kill there, or at the very least, she's saying, hey, he's calling it, you got to do something else.
Exactly. Sometimes it's just in-game adjustments. It might not be something you have to do every match, but for tonight, you're going to have to tip a little differently.
Yep. So good kill there from Lowry, who's having if she gets a good set, she can put some power behind the ball.
Oh, for sure.
Halter takes that serve. Out to Murphy. A little low on that set. I don't know if it was necessarily a go ball. It was a perfect pass for it, but I don't know that it was trying to be a go ball, but it was a low ball.
Oh, there
Hey,
you
see
go.
what I did there?
I
Yeah.
saw that one.
Ladarchik to Birch again, trying Lazan in the middle. A little off time, taking some pace off of that ball, and she just rolled that one over, and that's going to bring in a Kirchhoff and Bell. And Ladarchik and Lazan go off. 21-15 here in set number 2. And we have a timeout. Who's this going to be? R1. Who's the timeout from?
I believe Heritage Christian called it.
If that's the case, then that's just their first time.
However many kills there are, that's how many assists there are.
Okay, here we are back in the Ascension St. Vincent Gymnasium at Roncalli High School. In Indianapolis, Indiana, you could be watching from wherever you want in the world. Tucson, Arizona, perhaps.
Is that where you're from?
That's where I was born.
There you go. Got some
Tucson,
family
Arizona.
members watching from home.
Oh, I don't know about that, but you could be watching from there, though, is the point. A pancake. Haven't seen too many of those lately. And that's going to end up as a plus for the Royals there. They got that one up, and then Heritage Christian hit it out. Pancake from Birch, though.
You know, the last couple matches, and I'm going to say this and jinx her, but I've been very impressed with Birch's defense in the right back. That's a tough spot to see. You're getting different angles than most defenders are used to. But she's picking up quite a bit.
Yeah, and that's going to be an ace for Kirchhoff off of Endress. Maybe not knowing her lane there exactly, or she just didn't step in to take it right away. But we haven't seen her in serve receive a whole lot so far, so perhaps this isn't a strong point for her just yet. Cook sets that one. Ward on the outside, dug by Halter. Bell gets the kill. It was in. Was it not in anyway? Yeah, kill for Bell. So Cook to Ward, denied by Murphy. Again, and that's going to end set number 2, 25-15. The Royal. You're watching.
And then the half. Right. Let's go red right, scat right, 585, wide drag. On two. Ready? Break. Nice ride. Do y'all have these in blue? Can you hear this?
There's only one Peyton Manning Children's Hospital, offering world-class compassionate care for your child. Schedule primary, ER, or specialist care online.
Thanks, Peyton. We've got this.
Oh, okay. That's where they go.
Welcome back to the Ascension St. Vincent Gymnasium on senior night. Roncalli up 2-0 over the visiting Heritage Christian. Took set number 1, 25-9, and set number 2, 25-15. You'll notice on our scoreboard graphic there's some extra zeros. I'm sure we'll be figuring that out at some point soon. Anyway, what have we seen? Much better set there from the Eagles, if you ask me.
Oh, yeah, they minimized their errors, which is something we've kind of been talking about all night, but their serves got much better in the second set than they were in the first. They had a couple aces from Macy Ward, and that just kept Roncalli on their toes just enough to make it a bit closer.
For sure. We've seen on the other side of the net some seniors having a very, very successful senior night, Sarah Lazan being one of them.
She is. She's having a very good night, and I love to see that as her sister on senior night. But she's been able to hit from quite a few different positions. She got to play a little bit of outside that second set, but she's hitting from the outside. She's hitting a couple slides, and she's hitting different shots as well, keeping the defense on their toes, not always going for the kill shot that she likes.
That's right. Has she decided where she wants to go to school yet, by the way?
Oh, that's a good question. You'd have to ask her.
Oh, okay.
Because the answer is no.
Okay. So you know the answer, but I would
No,
have to
I don't
ask
know
her
the
to have
answer.
a
That's
better
the
idea.
thing.
Oh,
She won't
okay.
even tell me.
I see. You
She
have
doesn't.
no idea.
No. She's still looking for opportunities.
Gotcha. Well, Emma Halter, it's always easy to leave, because Emma Halter just takes care of business night in, night out, that's for sure. But she's also having a great night.
She is having a great night. There's not many nights in the last 4 years I could say that Emma's had a bad night. But, yeah, Emma's got quite a few digs right now. If I had to guess, she's already into double digits, and that's just the impressive thing for the Texas commit. She always is.
McCloskey with the first serve. Lazan almost gets the first kill there. Bell to Jones. Lazan out of the middle, and she does get the first kill of set number 3 out of the middle.
There she is again, just hitting different shots.
I think they're trying to make sure she gets the player of the match award tonight.
I believe so. We got the student section chanting her name.
Yeah.
We've said it quite a few times. She's having a good night for sure.
Ladarchik, nice serve, but it was out. Line judge said he couldn't see it very well.
We talked about this earlier, but sometimes there are good misses on serves, and I would say that is a good miss.
Yeah.
That was close. That was in a seam. I will take that serve any
Yeah,
day.
there was transition happening there for sure. That ball goes long. So a couple of serving errors in a row leaves the score 2-1 in set number 3 for the Royals. Lazan back to serve. Taken by Minitel to McCloskey. And Winya will get the kill off of the Hill attempt for a block. Tim the Tool Time Taylor.
Oh, there you go. There's an alliteration
That's
for
right,
you,
yeah.
for those at home.
For those of you older than me, probably. You probably don't know that show, do you?
No.
No.
I know what
Yeah,
Tool
it's
Time is. That's a cheer.
Right, right. It was a TV show. Come on, it was a TV show.
Oh,
Tim Allen.
I know who Tim Allen is. He's from Santa Claus.
Yes, it's that guy.
There we go.
Yeah.
I'm kind of on the same track here.
Yeah, all right. Anyway. He had his neighbor always peeking over the fence. Anyway, okay. Birch back to serve for the Royals. Lowry with the strong kill. We've seen that a few times tonight.
Yeah, and the Eagles picking it up here in set 3 and putting a lot more pressure on the Royals.
Certainly. Lowry been leading the Eagles in kills all season. Ladarchik, nice pass there. That one was pretty close. Ball kept up, of course, by the All-American on the floor.
Say the All-American all over the floor
yeah,
right now.
And that ball was out off the antenna. Be a home run in baseball. Off the foul pole, get it?
Oh, I gotcha.
Oh, okay, good.
Took me a second there. Believe it or not, our family spends a lot more time on the volleyball court than the baseball field.
Great dig there by Emma Halter. Way to be covering on that. Was really a trapped set.
Yeah, Murphy didn't have many options.
Yeah,
with
Murphy
it.
didn't have a whole lot there. She was just trying to joust at the net, really. But the defense from Birch and the awareness from Halter really came through there. 4-4 in set number 3. Cook back to serve. Halter takes that one to Birch, and Hill's going to get the kill.
Speaking of seniors, you have Hill here, and she announced coming out that she wants to study forensic science going into college. That's not something you hear very often, so I thought that was a really interesting tidbit about her.
Passed by Andrus, and that was a little bit of a weird one there by Ward. Haven't seen that from her tonight yet.
No, she's been pretty consistent so far. If she does miss, she tends to miss hard.
Yeah, hard and long. It's a pause in the action only because I'm trying to find that number. Savannah Scholl with the attempt on that one is her first action of the night. We haven't seen her in either of the first 2 sets, but that's kill for the Royals. Halter back to serve. See if she can hold serve for a while here. Scholl with another attempt. Dug by Birch. Bell with the roll shot into the donut. That'll get it done to keep Halter behind the line.
Once again, our outsides are using those off-speed shots just to keep the defense on their toes. It's always good to mix those in and try to keep everybody guessing.
Dug by, oh, shucks. Is that still a dig?
I believe so. That's tough,
I don't
though.
think so because it went into the net. Anyway, Kirchhoff got her platform on it, and then that ball was dug but into the net.
That's one of those balls where if the Royals ran a 5-1, the front row setter would be there to get it. But because you have the setter coming from the back row at all times, they kind of have needed a little bit higher and a little bit more space to get under it.
For sure. The student section getting reprimanded by R1 right now. Ball ran over there, and one of the drinks was knocked over and got the ball wet. So he's saying, "Hey, you guys gotta be on the bleachers." Eads, is that ball in?
Oh, that was in. That was a huge kill for Elizabeth Eads.
Woo.
Oh,
not
baby.
Not Erica. Elizabeth.
That was Erica Eads. You're right. Elizabeth is her older sister.
There we go. Yep. I had Elizabeth in photography.
See, I played with Elizabeth, so I'm so used to saying Elizabeth Eads.
Yeah.
But no, big kill for Erica running the 2-ball.
Monica Jones into zone 6. And Winya able to tip that ball over for the kill. It was awkward. The timing was off, but she just kept her hand up there and tipped it over.
And that's what you have to do sometimes. Sometimes you go in for a quick set, and the setter's not on the same page as you are. So somehow, some way, it's got to go over the net.
Got to find a way to get that ball over. McCloskey taken by Kirchhoff. Good pass. Lazan tried the tip of herself on her own there, and Hickey kind of slugs that one over. That's going to bring in Murphy and Ladarchik. 10-6 the lead for the Royals. Ladarchik going to serve. See if she tries that zone 1 again, short zone 1. Zone 6 instead to Hickey. That ball pushed over. Jones to Halter to Birch, and she'll get a cross-court kill deep into zone 1.
That's one thing I don't think we talk about enough for Roncalli is even when they're out of system, they're still able to get swings on the ball and not just an easy roll shot. Birch just took a full swing and was able to hit a great cross-court shot.
A lot of times in high school volleyball, you're going to be hitting out of system, and you should know how to transition and set that ball and hit that ball for sure. Royals doing a good job of it. Murphy cross-court dug by Ward, and Ward dumps that one into the middle of the net.
Yeah, my high school coach always told us that 80% of the time in high school you're going to be out of system. There's only going to be about 20% of balls.
For sure. Elise Powell's back in for the Eagles. McCloskey running up to set, but forced to pass that ball, and she shanks that one. I'm sure she hasn't passed a whole lot this season so far. We're going to take a 30-second break. 13-6, the Royal lead in set 3.
Hey, Indiana. Let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
Welcome back to Roncalli High School in Indianapolis, Indiana. Stefan Welsh alongside Heather Lazan. Senior night here. Kara Ladarchik waits to serve here in set number 3. The Royals up 13-6. And she hits that one long.
Call that a coach's timeout in the coaching world.
Coach's point.
Coach's point, that's what we call it. Just kidding. But you get the gist of it.
Yep. Stole that one, did the Eagles. Kyla Thomas. Ward, Ladarchik, nice job by Jones. I thought she got skinny enough. She wasn't in the net. She was called for a double, which I don't know about that.
I don't know
maybe
about
she
that.
carried
Especially
it. I don't know about double.
this year there was a less emphasis on doubles. You know, sometimes they always pick a rule that they want to emphasize more, and this year it was a less emphasis on doubles. So with that, I thought that was not. But that was a huge kill by Murphy.
Oh, yeah. She pounded that ball. Lazan back to serve. You see the fat heads starting to appear there. Lazan with an ace, really trying to solidify the player of the match here on senior night.
Yeah, she's doing pretty well. This is pretty fun. And there she goes
and
again.
Another ace.
Ooh.
Hey, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. But I'd say she's both lucky and good.
You know, we called her out for a free ball serve at the beginning. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
And what did she do?
Wow.
All right, we're not doing that anymore.
Sailed.
Well,
That one had wings. It drank its Red Bull and
it did.
flew out the back.
Every once in a while, those will just drop, but that one I think was outside the basketball court, so good job, Tara.
Winya back to serve. And she gets an ace. That one right in the seam. Royals really only trying to pass two right here. Ladarchik, nice pass to Jones. Hill with the push. Lowry with the big swing. Nice dig there by Ladarchik. And Murphy with the off speed. Great scramble there by the Eagles. Jones to Hill. Popped back up. Going to try Murphy on the outside, and she's going to get the cross-court kill. Whew.
Impressive ups by Heritage Christian, but you just can't stop Murphy on an open net. I've said it once. I've said it 4 times tonight. She's too powerful. You got to have someone up there against her.
That was a very tough, well-played point right there by both squads.
Yes.
17-10, the stretch lead here for the Royals in set number 3, looking to sweep it. Birch to Minitel, overpass, and Hill
with a directional block error. I think she got a little bit too excited for that one. You can see her eyes from up here where we are.
Maybe she should have swung at that one.
Highly possible. I think every middle has their preference.
Yeah. And that's going to be another serving error for Powell's on the Heritage Christian side. She'll check out. Endress will come in. Kirchhoff coming in for the Royals. Bell coming in for the Royals. Going off as Olivia Murphy and Kara Ladarchik. Kirchhoff serves. Taken by Hickey. Sorry, Hickey, not Hickey. And that ball goes wide.
Another good swing by Laurie, though. That one just barely missed, and I like that she's still going for the deep corners. Those are shots that have been working for her all night.
Kirchhoff to serve again, but at this point we're starting to see these errors stack up again for Heritage Christian. Roncalli up 19-11 now. Taken by Hickey. That was awesome. It's so awesome to see Lowry just unload on a good set.
That was one of my favorite things that they went back to her. The setter noticed that she only missed by a little bit. It's not like she was off or ill-timed.
Yeah.
So when your hitters are on, you got to keep feeding them, and she's on right now for Heritage Christian.
Amaya Lowry, but she's off of the floor right now, which isn't going to do any good because the Royals are going to be able to take aim and fire at will now. Here's Halter, 20-12, senior night. Dug by Halter there off of the dump. Eads with the try, dug by Hickey. Ward blocked by Eads and Lazan. Oh man, that was a.
We'll count it as a block on this one.
I would say Cook got away with one there.
She did.
That got a little beachy.
Especially with how strict this R1's been. I'm surprised that wasn't a lift.
Yep. And we're gonna have our first time out of this set, 21-12. The Royals have flipped the numbers here in set number 3. We're gonna take a 30-second break. We'll be right back.
You're good at basement basketball.
We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
Yeah.
We're back here in the Ascension St. Vincent Gymnasium. The Royals looking to close out senior night. 21-12 the lead in set number 3. They took set number 1, 25-9. Set number 2, 25-15. And let's see if it'll be a similar result here in set number 3. Ward on the outside hits that one long. 22-12. Halter looking to close things out. Ward, another shot at it, and somebody was fishing. Number 24, Eads, in the net.
Yeah, sometimes when you go to press on the block, you just accidentally hit that tape, and those are always the worst because you might not even feel it.
Lazan with the soft hands on the receive, but that ball didn't end up or did it? It did. Touch.
They did call the touch on the block for that one.
Touch awarded. So Lazan gets the kill on the slide. And they're all in receive right now.
No.
The Royals are in receive. So
Logan
R1
hit that.
R1 and R2 are going to have to talk about this.
And the spirit of sportsmanship. This is Heritage Christian's ball.
I would think so.
Logan hit that on the cover. Out of bounds. Don't get me wrong. They always say volleyball players make the best liars, but some balls are a little too obvious to miss.
You know, if somewhere in the gym, if that call was wrong, somebody would have been saying, ball don't lie on the next one anyway.
And there you go.
And there you go. Anyway. But they got the call right in the first place, so it's not a ball don't lie situation. Anyway.
No, I would like a better service safe pass after that, actually.
Yeah. Here comes Hickey to Kirchhoff. Birch, and Lazan gets another one. Double digits on kills tonight for Lazan, I believe. Jones back here to serve. Taken by Cook. Set by Cook. Tipped by Ward. Nice hands from, bummer.
Big block.
Those were some pretty good hands from a libero there, but yes, a big block on the other side. I thought Birch was going to get the kill.
I thought she tooled it just enough.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you watch her swing, you can see her find the hands that are in the wrong spot and swing off of it. Just not hard enough that time.
Yeah. And Lazan is called under. 23-17, set number 3. Getting a little closer here. McCloskey to Halter, to Jones, to Lazan. That was definitely a low set. (23-18).
As a setter, you really need to know your players, and honestly, I would go back to Sarah because I know for a fact that she hits better when she's angry, and she is not too pleased right now. But neither is Birch.
Birch. Nice job by Halter. Lazan pushing that one over. Tip. Nice job at the net by Birch and Lazan, challenging Ward and winning. Match point for the Royals, 24-18 on this senior night. Kara Ladarchik can put the icing on the cake here. Taken by Hickey, McCloskey, and not so fast for at least one more point.
Katie McCloskey got high on that set. That's something we haven't seen all night, but she was jumping over the block on that one.
Winya.
That was Winya. I apologize to Winya. That was
McCloskey, it was a pretty good set from McCloskey. And that's a bummer. That's not the way you want to end it for Ward, but it was a great, great match there right in the end. Set number 3. Each set got a little better. We're going to take a 2-minute break, and we'll be right back with stats, and we'll wrap things up. You've been watching Senior Night on Roncalli Media Network.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
Do life, not laundry. Milto Cleaners.
You're good at making big announcements. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
Welcome back to the campus of Roncalli High School. I'm Stefan Welsh alongside Heather Lazan. We're here to wrap things up for you. It was a quick, sweet, simple senior night for the Royals. Dominated in straight sets, 25-9, 25-15, 25-19. Each set got a little tighter, but also there was no doubt that Roncalli was in control the whole time.
Yeah, they were. Roncalli was able to control all the different balls that Heritage Christian was sending over, and they never really gave Heritage Christian the chance to go on a run. They were very good at siding out when they needed to and taking advantage of the free balls that came over.
And we're going to go ahead and award Player of the Night to who we thought had the most kills, Sarah Lazan, down on there on the court for the Royals. Was pounding the ball all night. It didn't seem like Heritage Christian had an answer for her at the net. And very deserving, I'd say.
Yeah, Sarah was able to hit a couple different shots from different spots. She got to play a little bit of outside as well, and she was taking advantage of hitting in front of the setter, behind the setter, and off speed, and just pounding it. She had a couple overpasses, and she was taking advantage on her senior night.
Yeah. All right, so we'll update the records here for the teams. Roncalli moves to 19-3 overall, and without this weekend's games being reported, we'll just move Heritage Christian to 10-10 on the season, looking at 500 there. Coming up for the Royals, who do we have next here?
Start the county tournament on Wednesday.
County tournament for both of these teams.
Yeah, so I believe Heritage Christian is in the city tournament.
Oh, city, not county. Okay.
But we start county tournament. We will be playing Wednesday here at the Ascension St. Vincent Gym against Southport, with the opportunity to see Brebeuf again in the championship if both teams make it. And I know that's one the Royals want back really bad.
Exactly. That'd be a really, really awesome matchup. Would be great to see. If you're in the building, come check it out. Certainly the Royals could use some momentum from a big crowd that night. That's for sure. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight. Heather, thanks for joining again.
Absolutely.
The best analyst in the biz. We're going to go, let's just pay attention to our stats here on the screen real quick. Heritage Christian with 3 aces, 19 digs, 7 assists, and 3 blocks. I don't know if those assists are correct. It might be. I don't know.
May or may not. I can tell you right now I did not track assists.
8 aces for the Royals, 30 digs. Not a surprise there. And 6 blocks. Once again, we're omitting the assists. We could go kills instead. How many kills did the Royals have tonight, Heather?
The Royals had 29 kills tonight.
29 kills. Pretty good night there, I would say. And
Absolutely.
Probably 10 of them coming from the player of the game, player of the match, Sarah Lazan. Well, thanks for joining us tonight, everybody. You've been watching Roncalli Volleyball on the Roncalli Media Network. Until next time. Oh, I have to give my shout-outs to my crew. Let me give my shout-outs to my crew. Our student crew tonight, as is always really awesome. They did a great job. Lucas Griffin was our tech director. Justin Brown, our director tonight. Ian Eldridge on graphics. Camera 1, Elliot Borders, and camera 2, the Evan Baker. That'll do it for us tonight. Everybody, thanks for joining us. So long.